Hey, your friendly neighborhood geek here doing another action figure re-review. This time on at this point, yeah, retro vintage Transformer. Yes, I have not done a Transformer video since last year, I believe. I have to go back and look at my list of uploads. But it really hasn't, I said in my unboxing, for anyone who's seen my unboxing video, go watch that if you haven't seen it. Excuse me. I said that I really haven't, there's been a lot of characters that I wouldn't mind getting, but none that have been like, oh yeah, I really want that character in my collection right now. Mostly due to, prices being all over the place. And really, I'm waiting for the Transformers Slipstream, Legacy Slipstream to drop. We haven't, that figure has been announced, but we haven't gotten like actual prototype images of it. There's no pre-order. So I've just been patiently waiting for them to drop that figure uh, because she's one of my favorite female characters, and she only has a limited amount of figures and all that stuff. So she's really been the only character I've really been super excited about getting. The other one was DevCon. Really love this figure. I'm a sucker for obscure characters. Um, but there are also a set of figures, like older figures, like some of the movie toys, maybe some of the older toy lines. There are versions or other older figures that I wouldn't mind getting. So this particular figure we're looking at, if you can't tell from the thumbnail, is an older figure. This figure came out, I think, like 2013, maybe 2013. This figure is like a decade old, but I've wanted it. I've wanted him for years, and I've just finally got around to getting him because the prices for it can kind of go up and down. Like you might be able to find it for a decent price, you might be able to find it for more than what you want to spend. So I got pretty lucky with shipping. I said shopping with shipping and tax. This character came up to like $30, which is cool because he's new. He's new in box. Yes, we are looking at Transformers Prime Beast Hunters DreadWing, which is really really cool. Again, we don't really get this type of detail anymore with the figures. We have, we get a little, let's see, we get a little, what is it, bio on the character. It says Dreadwing Decepticon Deluxe Class Series 2, number 11. The powerful Dreadwing flies to war for Megatron, the glory of the Decepticons. Yeah, it's cool. Weapon storage. You probably can't see it, it's too far away. Weapon storage, fighter jet mode. Look for any of your favorite robots on Transformers Prime, IDW, publishing, a lot of other miscellaneous stuff. Dread Assault Cannon included, launching missile weapons combined. So, like I said, this, like the packaging and everything, the bio, like, I don't know. It feels like a lot of work went into making these toys and making the packaging. We really don't get that anymore with the new stuff. I don't even know if the Studio Series toys. I don't know if they're bio. I think they do have a little bio on the character, but kind of a bummer. We don't really get this attention, this amount of detail anymore with these figures. It's a Dread Assault Cannon included, a Decepticon Dreadwing, ages 5 and up, level 2. So yeah, let's get this guy open. I feel kind of bad. Like it looks like it would be awesome just to have him hanging. I still have my little thumbtacks on my wall. It'd be cool just to have him hanging on my wall, looking all neat and cool in packaging. But I do want to open this guy up. So, oh, okay. The the low key was coming apart. Like I said, I don't want to damage the packaging because when I'm ready, I'll be storing him back in here. Dreadwing was a cool character. There's a video, Chris McFeely. He's a well-known Transformer YouTuber. All his videos are basically like the base. It's called The Basics, Transformers The Basics. Is basically giving you information on all different characters, rather they're obscure characters, popular characters in the Transformers universe. You know, his videos basically tell you everything you need to know about Transformers. So he did do a video a couple years ago on DreadWing, which is very interesting and informative. Okay, so I was able to remove him from the packaging very nicely. I think the last figure, like old figure around this time that I got was the Fall of Cybertron Starscream, and I would get that figure as soon as they announced the Gamerverse version, which I would like to get the new one as well at some point. So here is the instructions. Dope. Hopefully I won't have to cut for this part. That is some big instructions. Robot to vehicle. So one cool thing, see some art. One cool thing about this toy line, the Predacon or Beast Hunters, is that all the characters kind of had like animal themed designs to them. So for DreadWing, I'm trying to read something. Okay, I see it now. I'll come back to the instructions. So all of them have like animal themed, put that to the side, designs to them. So for DreadWing is like a peacock / bird, predatory bird kind of thing they had going for them. Let's see if I could cut these. There we go. This one might be easier to just untie them without trying to cut them. So like I said in my unboxing video, I only had a handful of Prime figures, and I'll show 2 of them in a few minutes. Like I said, I love the show, but the toys are kind of expensive, you know, because of how popular that show was. The toys are kind of expensive. Some of them, you know, maybe haven't really, you know, the quality of some of the figures maybe haven't aged well. Fortunately, luckily with Legacy, you know, they've given us, they're giving us a breakdown, another Decepticon from the show. They gave us Knockout, who was another popular character. I apologize if you hear shouting in the background. There are children playing outside. Yeah, so they gave us the RC, they gave us a Bulkhead. They're releasing a Cliff Jumper, Prime Cliff Jumper. So, you know, I hope we get like Prime Predaking. They did release, I forgot, they did release a Prime DreadWing. Him and his twin brother Skyquake got figures. You're probably wondering, well, why did I not get the new version? Well, A, the new version is like $50. And B, I do like it. And I'm a sucker for characters who are siblings. So like his brother Skyquake, they're basically twins, but they're just different color schemes. I really like that, but again, I don't know. I just like the aesthetic of this toy, even though unfortunately DreadWing was not made in the scale. So I would like to get both of them together, but there was a Cyberverse DreadWing and Skyquake, so maybe I'll try to hunt down the Cyberverse versions and then just have the 2 of them together in that little legend scale. I don't know. So kind of a bummer, but like I said, I just like the aesthetic of him. Here he is. Like I said, my Transformer reviews tend to be a little bit longer because we're going over transformation and size comparison and all that stuff. So, but this guy looks, I'm debating if I'll keep these or not. I might just throw these away. Um, yeah. Put that to the side. So, yeah. Um, Again, he has these two missiles, which kind of look like feathers, I guess. Has this weird detail on them, which is cool. Um, yeah, so like I said, these older figures, um, you know, have to be careful with the quality. Try to see. I would assume it goes in there. I guess you just stick it in there. Let's see. Oh, okay. Nice, cool. So I think this is, yeah, you can combine this, I think. Oh, crap. Wow, it flew all the way on the other side of the room. Give me a minute. So I'm not sure if you can combine this or not. I think I saw a way for you to put it together. Again, I apologize if you hear noise in the background. I will try to talk over that the best way I can. So it sticks on here, but again, I don't know if it's supposed to. Yeah, it sticks on there. Cool. So like I said, there is a Takara version. There is a Takara version. So here is Blitzwing. Oh, not Blitzwing. DreadWing. Again, cool. I think it's neat that he got a toy in this toy line. I say that because his character got killed off like second, third season. I guess kind of a spoiler if you haven't seen this show, but I don't know if I really want to get into it, getting to why he got killed. Basically, he felt betrayed to some degree, and he was lied. He finds out, that his brother dies. That's one of the reasons why he comes to Earth, to find out what happened to him. And he basically was lied to by Megatron, and that made him feel betrayed and kind of lose his faith in the Decepticon cause. And when he finds out who's behind it, being Starscream, he goes to K-word him, and Megatron tells him to stand down. He doesn't do it. So Megatron shoots him in the back with his own weapon. Yeah, straight up kills DreadWing. DreadWing was voiced by he was voiced by Tony Todd. Tony Todd was the actor who played the original Candyman. Awesome. He did a really good job. The voice cast for that show was really good. I mean, I was rewatching a clip the other day. And I was like, wow, everybody sounds so good. Like the direction and everything just sounded really, really solid. Yeah, so unfortunately he got killed, but like in the Japanese version or something, he got resurrected by knockout. And then in Legacy, he was revived, so he could search for his brother, Skyquake. So I don't know. I guess he's still alive in the multiverse. I guess. He's such a cool toy. Of course, the quality is a little bit older because the older toy is 10 years old. But he has really awesome posability. It's paint, a little bit of yellow paint right here, which is kind of a bummer, but it's not that noticeable. It might be removable. And he has this cool feature. If I could get it to work, untab it. There we go. So this cool feature, which is weird, but like what I said, he has like a bird design going on. Let's see, yeah. He has a bird design going on, which is weird. I love the paint though on the wings, like this wash, this gunmetal gray wash he has, or milky gray. Really cool. So again, this looks really, really funky, but okay. Oh, Drop the blade again, drop the saw blade. So let's see. Okay. Yeah. All right. So here is saw blade. I can get it to, there we go. So again, if I got this back then, I'm sure I would have liked them. Like I said, very noisy outside when I decide to do a video, but like I said, I just wanted to, excuse me, go ahead and get this out of the way, talk about them. So here is him holding the gun, but like I said, because of this piece and the shoulder piece, there really isn't like, I don't know, like he kind of holds it a little funny. It's still cool. Let's see. There we go. Fires nicely. I dig them. So the weapons are a little funny. But like I said, it's a toy. This toy was intended for children. I mean, if you are an adult collector, toy collector, and you like the aesthetic of these Beast Hunter toys, then yeah, of course, you know, you can enjoy them. But the intent was to be for children. So, let's see if I can get these pieces to connect back, and I'll get these pieces to connect back. Yeah, but like I said, that's cool. The wings can come out like that, but they do look weird. Like I said, it kind of gives it like a bird motif. And here is the Decepticon symbols on the back, which look nice. Like I said, he just looks cool. I love the claw, his hands. I don't think he has any. I don't think he has any. I don't think he can move his head. Doesn't seem like it, so I'm not going to force it. But he has light piping, which is nice. Nice red eyes. He has light piping. So that's cool. Like I said, the detail on his hands. So, like I said, his feet look like bird feet. Get him in a silly pose. His feet look like bird feet, which is neat. So like I said, there was someone selling this figure as a custom and painted him to look more screen accurate, which was really cool. I didn't get that one because he wasn't complete and he was missing what is it? He was missing a few accessories, so, and he was like going for like $40 or something. So yeah, I didn't get that version. Real quick, here he is with Debcon. Debcon is a little bit taller, but DreadWing is a little bit wider because of his proportions. They look cool together. Then we have my other Prime figure, classic Prime toy, Wheeljack, who I believe the first episode he appeared in, Wheeljack was chasing him, was tracking him down and tracked him back to Earth. So that's pretty cool. Here they are together. And you see, now the original figure I believe was bigger. This one they're a little bit more in scale. I think Wheeljack is a few inches taller. They look good together. I could have them pose fighting each other. And I also have this other one, my other one that I talked about in my unboxing. I pulled this one out to show the two of them and their alt modes. So yeah, I'm deciding we might cut to that. cut to him being in his alt mode. Really quick, I do want to show this. This is really neat. It says, so there's even a bio for his weapon, which I just think is super duper cool. It says, the soul, okay, so Dread Assault Cannon. Ancestral weapon passed down by generations of air warriors, fully nuclear, making it hot and radioactive enough to destroy circuitry without piercing armor. Churning axe blades designed to hurl shredded armor back at victim, dealing even more damage. Wow. So this right here plugs into here, I believe. Yeah, like that. Spin around. And there we go. So this is how it's supposed to look. I'm not sure. So how does he hold it? I'm not sure if he holds it like with his hand through it. Maybe he holds it like this. Okay, I think I figured it out. So real quick, I think that's how he holds it, or something like that. Just neat. So I like that his weapon has lore to it. That's just, again, we don't get this type of detail anymore with these figures. Huge bummer. Huge bummer we don't get that anymore. And also, I think the wings, you could peg these on the wings when you have them open up like that. So that's really cool. So yeah, so we can go ahead and get some transformation. So we have like, so each of these manuals have like little bios to them. This is a lot to read. Basically, Dreadwing has tracked down Starscream, is about to K-word him, and Starscream kind of tells him like, I know where the whereabouts of Megatron is or something, and he decides to spare him so they could go look for Megatron or something. It's okay, it's cool. Like I said, I think it's awesome that he got a figure. I just think they just needed another Decepticon, you know, to add to the line. But by the time that the Beast Hunters, by the time the Predacons were introduced, I think he had already been K-worded. So again, it's just kind of weird. It's kind of weird. So yeah, we will cut, because I don't know how long this is going to take me. So we will cut and see him in his jet mode. Okay, so here he is. Honestly, the instructions on the manual to me kind of just made it look a little too overly complicated. I watched a video, Bolt Matrix, another very popular Transformer and robot toy reviewer on YouTube, has been reviewing stuff for at least like over 10 years now. He did a video on this back when this figure came out, and I watched his video to see how to transform it. And yeah, not that bad, honestly. Very fun toy. Now I think with this piece, you're supposed to have it some other way, but he did it this way, and it looks nice either way. So that's the way I did it. I love that he has landing gear right here, which has little detail, has a little wheel and other little sculpted detail. I love that. I love when, with the exception of like DevCon, who's like a spaceship type alt mode, I love when the realistic planes and jets have landing gear, because that just adds to the display options and playability and the realism that, you know, the robots in the skies, but it just adds to the toy when they have little landing gear like that, especially if it's landing gear is functional. If it's just molded, it's still fine, but still, if it's functional, that's really cool. See, the missiles can, most flying figures like this, the missiles can peg at the bottom, which is nice. I like that. Like I said, I love the sculpting on the missiles. The gun is at the top. There is another way to plug the axe in there, but I didn't bother to. If I wanted, I could just have the axe uh, plugged in on the back of him, but it would just look like too much, honestly. So, yeah, like the axe can be on top of him, but like I said, it just looks like too much. Um, yeah, so again, I love the accessories and I love that there's lore behind it, but it just is just too, like, it feels a little much, like a little overly too much. And you see the bottom, like I said, once you figure out what to do, which most figures, he's not difficult. Let me see the bottom. You see his feet sticking out. His hands are right here. So, that's a little bothersome. Um, that can be done a little bit better, but again, once you figure out how to transform him, it's really not that bad. Um, and we will see him with his wheeljack. See him with wheeljack in vehicle mode. So cool, neat. Again, fun. So I'm assuming if you had like a stand or something, you could probably pose him flying. Like as a kid, like I said, I could see a kid having fun. Like this is a fun toy. This would have been cool to have gotten back in the day. Well, landing gear up. So yeah, he looks cool. I really dig him. I like the bird theme. I like, I forgot what jet he's inspired based off of. I love the red cockpit, the yellow. It's nice to just be excited. Like when you receive a toy or whatever it is you're passionate about, it's nice to receive something and thoroughly enjoy it. Like I said, I'm glad he doesn't really have any defects, except for the little scratch of yellow paint on his lower leg, but I might be able to remove that. Like I said, it's not that noticeable really. There's a really small detail, but like I said, kind of a little bothered. Like I said, kind of a bummer. You get something new when it has a little defect like that, you know, that you couldn't have anticipated or expected. But yeah, like I say, I'm just flying him around. Like he's fun. He's fun to mess around with. So very happy with this purchase. Very glad I got him. I guess because I'll go ahead. This is going to be a long video. I guess I'll read the tale. It's called Tales of the Beast Hunters. So like I said, there was a storyline with these series of toys, even though a lot of these characters did not appear in the series. Let's see. There's a peg back here. Okay, I see 2 holes. Okay, good. So he pegs in nicely. And like I said, he's very posable. I'm very grateful for that. Very posable. So you kind of see me low-key posing him back, pulling the arms out. To pull the cockpit down. Like I said, I don't think he can move his head, which isn't bothersome. Yeah, which isn't bothersome. I don't know. I'm not sure if the shoulder pads are supposed to hang out like that. Maybe. I'm not sure, but I kind of like them like that. So yeah, real quick. And I think he can hold, I like when the characters can hold the missiles. I think he can. Sort of, they're kind of loose. But it's fun when characters can hold the missiles like that. They look like drumsticks. It's funny. But yeah, I will I will briefly read this right here. Says Dreadwing has known Starscream for too long for the cowardly seeker to hide from him. Still, when he smashes into his former commander's hiding place, he expects a vicious fight and is surprised to instead find Starscream with his weapon lowered. Listen, Starscream says. Since when do I flee the moment Megatron is out of the picture? If he was deactivated because of me, I take command, as is my destiny. Dreadwing aches to blast his fellow air warrior to atoms, but he knows Starscream is telling the truth. He levels a finger at the other Decepticon. You will help me find Megatron and find him and bring him back. Continued in Chapter 15, Voyager Grimwing. Oh, wow. Like I said, I used to have the Grimwing, which was a cool figure. It was it was dated. It had some issues, but for the most part, it was a fun figure. And I got that figure loose in an auction. I think I was the only one who bid it on it, and it came with his manual. So yeah, Grimwing, very very cool Predacon character, had a very cool storyline that they gave him. That's neat. Yes, so he was a seeker. And G1, the seekers all kind of looked alike, but in Prime, the seekers did not all look alike, which is nice. He also has some posability on his wings, which is cool. Not a lot, but still something. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. So, interesting fact, some years ago, this is still something I'd like to pursue at some point. I took a class on voice work, and the voice actor who played Starscream in Transformers Prime, Steve Blum, who also a veteran voice actor. He played Wolverine, Spike Spiegel, and Cowboy Bebop, and a whole bunch of other characters. He was the teacher of the class, so that was really cool to have Steve Blum be my teacher, voiceover artist teacher. So yeah, some trivia. Like I said, that's it for this review. I know this is an old figure, and like I said, got the legacy version. I don't recommend the original Prime toy because it's dated, and I think this figure honestly has aged better than the more show accurate figure. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, like I said, this is a solid toy. It's dated to some degree, but still fun, still holds up. I still find him very charming. If you are interested in this character, look at a review for the Legacy version, since that's modern and all that. But I recommend him. He's really good. So not sure what the next video will be. Like I said, I might hold off on buying anything new for a while, unless it's something I really, really want and I can find it for a really good deal. Next Tuesday, as of this recording, next Tuesday, because today is Friday, I will be going back to divorce court for a second time. I did a video talking about my experience with being an audience member. So I'll be doing that for a second time. Yeah, so stay tuned for more. Like I said, I have a lot of TikToks I'll probably get around to uploading. Stay tuned for more. I uploaded stop motion, which I think a lot of people liked. I did another one, I just haven't uploaded it yet, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Peace, you guys.